Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tiffany, chiropractor and holistic health and life coach. Today I would like to discuss sleep, specifically improving your sleep if you're someone who struggles, and also why it's important overall. So with regard to the body, it's extremely important because when we are resting, we're giving our body that time to repair, right? With regard to anything that it may have endured throughout the course of the day, whether it's a positive stressor or even a negative stressor. So a positive stressor, for example, would be feeling sore after a workout. A negative stressor would be constant stress throughout the day due to something beyond our control. And when we take the time to be intentional about getting, let's just say, 6 to 8 hours, we know that we've given our body proper time to heal, and we have the energy and the tools that we need to face the next day with a positive mindset. And oftentimes, when we are not operating within that optimal health range, typically sleep is the first thing to go because we don't prioritize it, right? We get so busy with, we become so busy with the mundane, the day-to-day life, work, family, activities, or what have you, that before we know it, it's 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we have to wake up, let's just say within 5 or 6 hours to start the next day. And when we don't allow our body time to repair, what happens? Over time, if we continue to do that, then our body starts to break down. And we oftentimes open ourselves up to not being able to fight off the germs, the bugs, or whatever it is your body needs to help you stay healthy. If you're not actually able to get enough sleep throughout the night, then of course when you wake up, you're not rested, and your body doesn't necessarily have everything that it needs to fight for the next day, whether that's physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. Any one of those areas, and all of those areas, are affected in a negative manner due to lack of sleep. So it's very, very important that we are intentional about at least getting 6 hours, maybe 8 if you can. Everybody's body is different. Some people don't function well off of 8 hours, right? They feel like if they sleep too long, then they are overly tired the next day. And the same is true if you aren't able to sleep 8 hours, right? If you only get, let's just say 5 or 6, then you have that fogginess, that fatigue, also irritability sets in. And a lot of times we overlook all of those things because we are trained to just keep going. So we don't want to get in the habit of abandoning proper rest. And that's not just for the weekend, it's also during the week. So if you are a person who struggles, let's just say, with a nightly or a nighttime routine, a sleep routine, or whatever you decide to label it, think of some areas where you can cut back, right? And really be intentional about setting a bedtime and adhering to the bedtime. So one of the ways that you can do that, of course, is to properly plan your day, right? And sometimes things don't always go as planned, but you can try your best to stay on track. Also, we oftentimes aren't able to fall asleep when we first lay down, let's just say. And that can be due to a lot of different factors. Your mind may still be racing. You're thinking about what you have to achieve and accomplish, or what you didn't achieve and accomplish. Also, the screen time makes a difference, right? We have to get in the habit of putting the phone down, putting the tablets down, putting the laptops down within a reasonable period of time so that our body can understand that it is time to start preparing for rest. Also, we have a tendency to eat late, especially if we have a jam-packed schedule throughout the course of the day. Ideally, you don't really want to eat 3 to 4 hours prior to bedtime. So the earlier that you can eat dinner, the better. And if you are hungry even after dinner, or you're just someone who likes to munch on something prior to bedtime, maybe choose a healthier snack that promotes sleep. Maybe Greek yogurt or pistachios. They have a high content of melatonin, so they will actually aid you in being able to fall asleep faster and obtain a more restful, let's say, night's sleep. So what I mean by that is you're not tossing and turning. Once you fall asleep, you're able to stay asleep. You're not constantly, waking up in the middle of the night. And if you do wake up in the middle of the night, you are able to go back to sleep. You're not a person who, once you wake up, it's hard for you to go back to sleep, right? Also, keep in mind your fluid intake. If you drink a lot of water before you, let's just say, go to bed or start to lay down, of course, your bladder is going to wake you up. And if you're a person who already has trouble falling asleep and staying asleep, you want to be intentional about cutting off that food consumption and the water intake within, let's say, that 3 to 4 hour range. Also, exercise, right? So we know that when we are able to exercise, keep the body in motion, that also aids in providing us with a better night's sleep. So those are all areas that you can take a look at. Also, do you have a sleep routine? Maybe you're a person who likes to take a shower, maybe listen to the Bible app or some type of rain sounds or relaxing sounds while you're reading your Bible to help you kind of, decompress and start to rest. If you're a person who sleeps with the TV on, all of the lights kind of need to go off. So you need to be able to turn that TV off by a certain period of time and kind of just be present. Sometimes the lights can be a distraction, but if you're able to turn the TV off and maybe have your room dark if the light bothers you, that's another layer that you can add to your sleep routine. Maybe turning the TV off by a certain period of time. Taking a relaxing bath can also help. Oftentimes we're in such a big hurry that we just jump in the shower. But being able to take that time and wind down and have a nice quiet bath with maybe a candle and some Epsom salt or whatever it is that you choose to use is also a great way, to help you prepare to rest. So sleep is extremely important. If you're someone who struggles, I highly suggest that, you create a healthy sleep routine. And also, if you are a person who struggles, then you need to maybe take some melatonin or any other type of supplements that would aid you in staying asleep. Be sure to kind of talk through that with your primary care provider. But please be intentional regarding your sleep routine and try to at least get the recommended amount or whatever time works best for your body. And keep in mind that everybody's body is different, but at the end of the day, you do need to be intentional about a restful night every night where you're in that level of REM sleep, and then when you wake up, you're refreshed, you're rejuvenated, and you are ready for the next day. So I hope that this was informative and it provides you with kind of a blueprint and also just explains why your sleep is important overall, right? We need to give our body time to rest, repair, and relax. Also, just unwind in a sense, and not always be focused on something, but to shut your brain off so that your body will shut off and you are able to rest completely. Until next time, heal holistically, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.